I just can't give it up. Yeah. Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally, and in today's video, we got the G35 sedan out of the garage, and I am currently waiting for CAA to come pick it up. It's going to the Infinity dealership of Brampton for an official diagnosis. Now, for those of you guys who know, I did buy a new ECU for this thing, and I called up the dealership to see how much it would cost to get it reprogrammed, and it was the same price as a diagnosis, which was around 160 bucks. So they needed the car anyway, so I would have had to get it towed down there. So I figured I'd just get them to diagnosis to make sure that it is in fact the ECU that is causing my coil packs to burn out all the time. So I'm just waiting for the tow truck. This thing has definitely seen better days, but the weather's getting nice. Finally yanked the plow off of the coupe. So that thing's going to be getting a little bit of work done. And I gotta say, I'm just missing being in a VQ. Like I say, I'm just waiting for the tow truck to get here. I'm gonna take it to the dealership, let them diagnose it. I know we're probably gonna be looking at a little bit more money on top of the diagnostic fee, because if you guys know dealerships, they're not cheap, and they're probably gonna spend a little bit of time probably investigating some wiring, unless it's just a simple issue. But nonetheless, we're gonna let them figure it out. So when I hear back from them, I will let you guys know what's going on. But it's time to resurrect the sedan once and for all. I've been getting a little antsy, man. Alrighty, so I just got off of work. We are in the AC. Just kidding. It's Honda Civic with an Acura swap. Anyways, I just got off of work. We are heading to the Infinity dealership. So I got a little bit of an update from them. The car is fixed. It took about 4 hours of diagnosis to figure out what the problem is. So they realized that the ECM was sending too much voltage to 2 of the coil packs. Those were, I think, 3 and 5, which were the 2 that kept burning up. So they put in the new ECM. They programmed the keys to that ECM. The car ran fine. As soon as it got warmed up, it started sending too much voltage to number 3, which was only 1 coil pack. And then they did some more diagnosis. They figured out that my main ground going from the battery to the chassis was corroded where they both meet up. So they ended up cleaning up the battery terminal. They ended up cleaning up the ground that I guess goes to the actual frame of the car. And they have confirmed that the car is now fixed. So I'm happy that the car is fixed. The only problem with that is that I'm running a new ECU now, and that means that I'm now back to a stock tune. There are some good things about the tune. Speed is not one of them. Now, without the tune, I ran a 14.0 or a 14.1 with the G. With the tune, we ended up running the 13.9, so it wasn't that much faster. But I did have a couple of different map settings. One being fuel economy mode, another one being 87, where I can run 87 octane in the G35, and then obviously we had our power tune, and we also had like the 2-step launch control and all that good stuff. So I am going to miss the 2-step and the launch control and the rolling anti-lag, even though it was useless, more so just like a conversation piece to have fun with and stuff like that. So the ECU currently right now is not going to be tuned. I asked them if they could put the old ECU, the computer, back in the car, and they said that the old ECU was still fried. I think the bad ground ended up ruining the computer. So they said the old computer is now no good. So I'm either going to have to run the car as is, run 91. One of my other options is to get the uprev cable and try to take my license and tune off of the old computer and then transfer that onto the new computer. I'm not sure at all how to do that. I've never used uprev software before. So if any of you guys know how easy that is, if it's a simple task, let me know down in the comments section. I'm kind of looking for some insight with that. And obviously my other option is just to pay another like $700-800 and retune the car. Now I know a couple guys local to me who have had good luck with like Nice Forman's mail-in tunes, or even doing like a remote tune where the guy gets into your laptop, makes the changes, and then you do a couple of pulls on the road while they're like on the phone. So I have a couple of different options. I'm not exactly sure which route I'm gonna take. Now I was kind of hoping to get that 87 tune. That would have came in real handy, especially since gas prices out here in the GTA are just getting ridiculous. So I'm not looking forward to putting premium in the G. However, I've been driving the Honda for a couple of months and the thing just isn't that fun. So either way, I'm excited to get the G35 back. I am going to start daily driving it since the weather's nice. You know, since I'm not driving the Altima anymore, I'm kind of missing that VQ power. But I do have a couple of options, so let me know what you guys think I should do down in the comments section. But I just got to run home. I got to drop this car off, and then I'm hopefully going to get a buddy to drive me to the dealership to pick up the G35. So when I do grab it, I will get back to you guys on the drive home, and yeah, I guess we'll end out this video. Probably do a couple of pulls because it's been a couple years, man. But yeah, I guess I'll get back to you guys when I pick up the car and go from there. Yes, sir, there it is. I don't know if the rain got it or they gave us a little complimentary clean, but she's looking nice right now. I'm gonna park this thing, go inside and pay for this real quick. Alrighty, so I've decided I'm gonna drive the G35 home and leave the Civic here. Just in case there's any issues, I'd rather do it in broad daylight and get a tow rather than wait till later on tonight. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab all my stuff out of the Civic real quick that I need, even though I'll be coming to get it later, and then we're gonna hit the road and give you my thoughts on what it feels like to be back in action. I'm still not 100% convinced. I still believe something's gonna go wrong. Alrighty, so we are on the road here. Car seems to be running real nice. Definitely a lot louder than the Honda, I'm not gonna lie. This thing's obnoxious, man. I don't know how I ever used to drive this car to work every single day. I don't know how I'm gonna be driving this car to work every single day. I'm super pumped. The car seems to be running really well. I don't have any wood grain up in here, but we're gonna knock on something. And yeah, so there's a few things that I have to do before I can daily drive this thing. I gotta throw some new tires on here, and I'm unsure if I'm gonna throw the SCR wheels on here or if I have the TSWs. They definitely need new tires. The SCR wheels have good tires on them. I just need to repaint them because I'm not really feeling the white, and it's a little bit chipped or a bit stained. The white's a tough color to keep clean. But yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty much it. The car is running again. I am super pumped. I don't really know what is going to be in store as far as content for this car. Probably mostly just like racing and stuff like that. I think I've decided to give up on the quarter-mile racing with this thing. Quarter-mile racing is a very difficult game, especially with an old DE. This car is pretty much as fast as it's going to get without me spraying it, which I still do want to put the spray on. And the one benefit to me having a stock tune on this car is that I can spray without any worry. 100 shot I should be able to get away with, whereas with my old tune, the timing was too advanced, and yeah, nitrous wouldn't have worked with that setup. But yeah, I'm thinking we're probably gonna put an end to this one. Just about to stop at the gas station and fill this thing up with some nice premium. The fuel that's in here has kind of been sitting for quite some time, and then I just got to put a few things back together. Like right now, my ECU is just hanging there. I got a jacket propping it up. I want to put the trunk back in this car because, as a lot of you guys may know, I did recently have a son, and I want him to be able to drive in this car without the like super loudness. I might have to go ahead and put the vibrant muffler back on here, just because it might be a little too loud for him. He's not going to be driving in this car all the time, but I do want to be able to drive with him in this car when I need to. But yeah, you know, to be quite honest, I probably should have taken this thing to a mechanic sooner, because it took like all of a day for them to figure out what the issue was, whereas, you know, I was pissing around with this thing for like a good year before I gave up on it. But we did figure out what the issue is. So far, so good. So yeah, I'm thinking we're probably gonna put an end to this one. Stay tuned. Smash that like button if you guys are pumped to see the G35 back. I know I certainly am. And yeah, with that being said, we are going to catch y'all mofos at the next one.